MMA, but then you get these other athletes that are coming to the promotion to kind of widen the net, if you will, and allow these different talents to display themselves to the world.
And I get excited too because in most cases I have not seen these guys fight before, so I kind of try to assess their abilities based upon how they look when they're walking into the cage. And there's so many different variety of skills that each and every one of these fighters possess, and we've seen that already, and we're only 3 fights in.
So this is Mr. Cole Farsaci in the blue tape, the blue corner. Very calm and collected, as really all of the athletes tonight have been.
Now, you have seen him fight before?
I have not seen him fight. No, I have not. So, again, that's what I love. You know, it's almost like Forrest Gump. You never know what you're going to get. Fights are like a box of chocolates.
And ain't nobody running.
No.
You know that.
No. That's the beautiful part about a locked cage. There's nowhere to run.
There's nowhere to go.
No. You know, the beauty in this sport is, too, you know who did the work. You know, you're not out there. I used to play football, but you're not out there with 10 other athletes who can kind of cover you up on a few plays.
Without a doubt.
You know,
there's nowhere to run, and there's nowhere to hide. And in most situations, there's nobody to blame but yourself. It is the ultimate sport. It's almost selfish in a way, and I don't mean it's selfish. I mean you almost have to be somewhat in isolation in order to be great at this sport.
You have to let it consume you.
You do.
We got Duff Holmes and the MMA crew coming in. Mr. Al Morrow there behind our heavyweight champion of the world. Jahliel Palmer very calm. Again, you notice these is another novice rule fight. We have our Shangarts, no ground and pound of the face. Jahliel Palmer, up-and-comer. Excited to see what he can do here tonight against an unknown talent.
And what kind of a striker, or what kind of a go ahead.
MVMMA is a real gritty kind of a style. They like to ground and pound you out. They like to really be dominant in their wrestling and positions. You know, they're like that dog that's willing to fight with anybody. You know, and that's what their style tends to be. And now with Al Morrow there, you know, I'm sure that his boxing acumen is starting to work through the ranks. This is just a tough group of guys.
Gritty.
Group of guys. Yeah, very gritty.
I like grit. Now we have is this our final amateur bout of the match of the evening?
The novice rules? Nope. We have one more novice rule fight coming up with Mr. Jeff Gregory versus Mr. Richard Cloudham.
Got it.
And then we will move into the main card, which is all advanced and full rules. You know, the beauty of this is we have a sold-out crowd here, but we have thousands of people watching at home right now. How amazing is that? People that may not have exposure to this sport are able to watch it now.
Well, we appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate you supporting this. By putting us on, you are supporting this and supporting these young men and women that are here, and all of our wonderful sponsors. And to keep this action going here at Rivers Casino, this is a great venue for it. It's easy for just about everybody to get to, conveniently located. And it's obvious here by the crowd we have.
We're going to bring it up to Mike Falvo for the official introductions.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, moving on with the card for Cage Wars 52. Our upcoming contest scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. It is in our flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in yesterday 121.4 pounds, representing Impact Mixed Martial Arts out of Menlius, New York, the Coltrane, Cole Farsaci. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in yesterday 126 pounds, representing Mohawk Valley Mixed Martial Arts out of New Hartford, New York, Jahliel Pancho Palmer. The man in charge of the action at the sound of the bell is Dan Mergliata.
I missed the nickname. Is it Punch Out? Is that what it was? Or
Poncho.
Poncho. Okay.
Poncho. Yep.
Okay.
Big Dan Mergliata, the third man in the cage again. I think together they weigh as much as Dan does.
I was going to say nobody's going to get away with anything inside the cage here.
Jahliel Palmer. Oh, nice shot by Farsaci. I think that surprised Palmer a little bit. Nice underhook by Palmer. Oh. Palmer looking to land some heavy shots, but Farsaci's willing to engage with him, but he better keep his eyes on Palmer.
I'll tell you, he's been spinning around.
Oh, he's got him hurt. Again, if I was Palmer, I'd slow down a little bit.
I don't know how long this is going to
Oh, yeah,
continue.
Farsaci's got to do something. He better secure a leg, but he can't keep looking at the ground. That's not a good situation.
And you don't want to go into your opponent with your head down.
No, and the only thing you got going for you is you can't knee to the face in amateurs, but if you can't see what's trying to hit you, you're not going to see what's hitting you.
I mean,
You can see right now Farsaci's looking to go to the ground. He does not want to stand right now with Palmer.
well, Farsaci needs to cover up, too, because he is getting hit with shots.
But again, he grabbed that leg. Oh, what can you do with it? Can Palmer get back up? I mean, that's essentially a takedown. You know, he won the takedown there. We're 1 minute in.
Boy, you're not kidding. He was willing to trade shots to get down here, and he got hit with a couple of big ones. This is...
I think he knows where his bread and butter is, and it's on the ground right now with Palmer. Palmer's looking to get to a hip, get to that left arm of Farsaci to roll him.
Well, I mean, he is as tough as they come because, you know, in order for him to land this position, he had to be willing. And, you know, he's bloodied up pretty good.
Now he's looking for that arm lock, if you notice. Now, that can be an arm lock, or you can use it to sweep your opponent. So Palmer's doing the correct things, but we're over halfway through this first round. You got to give the striking to Palmer, but we got to give the grappling right now to Farsaci.
Yeah, this is without a doubt a tough round to score. This next minute or so is everything. And
he's working from arm to arm, Palmer is. He's trying to look for that arm lock. Can he secure it? He's got to lock the guard up. Oh, that looks like it hurts. Can he finish it?
Oh, goodness.
Can he finish it? Farsaci trying to roll over out of danger. That shoulder looks like it hurts. He spit the mouthpiece out. It hurts so much.
How has he not tapped?
That's a lot of pain right there in his face. You can tell this is a tough guy. Bloody. Oh,
goodness. Yep. We
don't want to see that. He just ripped the shoulder out of socket. We need the doctor in here pretty quick. Wow. We don't ever like to see that happen. Oh my goodness. You know, and this is really this is a violent sport. This is a dangerous sport.
He seems to have corrected it though.
And that may be something that happens to him. Some athletes have that loose shoulder complex, but we saw it pop out. And Dan Mergliata said, no, this has to stop right now.
I'll tell you what, he never panicked. He popped it back in. He rolled back over seemingly like nothing had happened.
And there's a chance that may happen to him. I have worked with athletes in the past where their shoulder will pop out. But again, he knows that was a good stoppage. It's not like he's complaining, about the stop. This young man looks like he's trying to get his bearings right now. And we never want to see anybody hurt. We wish him the best, and we hope to see him in here again.
I will say this, Will. This is the best outcome considering what many of us just witnessed a good solid minute ago. It appeared he was going to get up, and he was going to be bent the wrong way, and he avoided all that. That's a win.
That shoulder popped right out. Oof.
That was vicious. He hung on while he was being submitted for an awful long time, and you could tell that he was being grinded down.
Well, and the shoulder's the most movable socket in the human body, but it's also the most fragile. So really, it is easily damaged, especially when positioned in that kind of way. But again, he's putting some weight on it, so.
I think he's okay, and that's an impressive win by him.
Oh, no, it was the right arm. Okay. No, he's in the pain in the right arm. Jahliel Palmer excited. He was a little bit excited when it first happened. That was the adrenaline. He's a very respectful guy. You get caught up in the moment, and that was a back and forth, and he was losing the ground portion of that until that submission. So a lot of credit to both guys, especially Jahliel Palmer, though.
Absolutely. And credit to Cole Farsaci. I mean, he's in the cage now. Dan Mergliata is spending some time with him, which is really nice to see. He's up. Good show of sportsmanship by both of these athletes. And like you said, it could be something in his body. People sometimes are more predisposed to that kind of an injury. He certainly didn't panic, and he was able to get it out. If it was, in fact, dislocated.
They're looking at his elbow, but it looked like his shoulder had popped out. I'd like to see a replay on this.
Would you?
Yeah. I would.
I will, too. I may have to partially cover up. People have a weird issue with bones. I actually do not. I would like to catch a replay.
I'm just glad I didn't eat dinner. All right, here we go. You notice he's locking up that right arm. Let's see if it's the elbow or the shoulder. Here he goes behind the back, and again, he's doing a great job holding on, and you'll see him spit the mouthpiece out at one point here. He's trying to roll, but, Jahliel does a nice job locking his legs over the body so he can't roll. He spits the mouthpiece out in pain. He's gritting in pain. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Is it the elbow or is it the shoulder?
He knows he's a goner at this point, and
He-
it's only a matter of time, and that was the snap.
Oh, it's hard to tell if that was the elbow or the shoulder. That might have been the elbow.
Yeah, and so he's now.
Wow. Oh.
So he then takes the next 15 or 20 seconds to get his breath and compose himself, and he popped his elbow or shoulder back into place. That was remarkable.
Man,
he never panicked.
A lot of credit to that young man. That is some toughness right there.
And never winced in pain. We're 3.5 feet from him. I didn't hear a single word.
That could be shock too. That could be shock. You
Tell
know.
that's an impressive win, but if there's an impressive defeat, I'll tell you that doesn't. Nobody's going to think any less of him for
Man,
that.
I'm telling you, submissions are all about leverage and force. Here we go up to Mike Falvo.
Round number 1. For your winner by way of technical submission, Jahliel Pancho Palmer.